In this video, I want to talk about line types in Traverse BC. We can see in this particular drawing, I've got quite a number of different line types that I'm using. Can you see here I've got a water line with a W in it. I've got this dashed or dotted line here. It looks like it's for a pavement maybe. I've got these solid lines for some property, dashed lines. Here I've got a solid line that's thicker. This is probably the boundary that was surveyed. Here I've got a power line down here, the dashed and solid in the contours. Here's a double X, for a fence. Here's a slash for a fence. We've got just lots of line types that we use in here. I just want to show you how we do this inside of Traverse BC. These are all done from the Traverse drawing settings. So if I right-click this waterline Traverse and open up the Traverse drawing settings, I've selected that water line or utilities water from the list of line types. And if I pull this list down, you can see there are a lot of line types in here. So I've got everything from lines with symbols in them, like for a bike path, to combinations of dashes and slashes and dots and the whole 9 yards. If we come back to our water line that we had here, and we zoom in close enough, I want you to see that there's an asterisk here. So utilities water asterisk. The asterisk indicates that Traverse BC has an equivalent line for CAD. So if I write a CAD file or export a CAD file of this drawing, AutoCAD or IntelliCAD or Bentley, for the most part, are going to have an equivalent line type that they can use that will also say water or W or whatever the equivalent is here. So if you're using CAD or sending this out to a CAD client, take a look at those line types with the asterisk on it, and Traverse BC will send those out to CAD for you. So in Traverse BC, I simply come in and select the line type that I want, the thickness that I want, and it draws it for me. It takes care of clearing symbols and all that sort of stuff. So here's a power line. Let's double click that, and we can see that I use the utilities power line type for that. Here's this solid boundary line here. So it's a legal boundary. I just use a solid line, but I've set the thickness to 3/100 of an inch. And the nice thing about the thicknesses in Traverse BC is that regardless of what scale I draw it at, that line will always be 3/100 of an inch. So I never have to go back in and factor the lines accordingly. Even this fence line here, let's take a look at that chain link fence. So Traverse BC has a chain link fence, a number of fence barbed wire. It's just got a lot of them in here, and you'll have fun kind of playing around with those. Now, I'm going to just show you really quickly where you can edit those. So if I come up to settings and go to the drawing view, I can edit these line types. There are all kinds of lines that we provide with Traverse BC, and you can change the name of the line. If you bring up the syntax file for this, you can choose the size of the symbols in the lines, the spacing in the dashes. That's what all these numbers here are, this 5/10 space 5. And then, of course, you can add your own line types. And here we've added a few user lines for a couple of different fence types that we wanted to use. So you can be pretty flexible with this. I think you'll have a lot of fun exploring the line types that Traverse BC provides. And then if you want to get into it and develop your own, you certainly can.